Namaste. I'm Dr. Prachiti Surukulkarni, an Ayurvedic consultant from Pune, India. I welcome you all in our YouTube channel, Dr. Suru Ayurvedic Clinic. In last episode, we had discussed about physical and mental fitness, especially of our kids during this lockdown period. In today's episode, we will be looking at diet culture according to Ayurveda. Let's see what our ancient wisdom, great science Ayurveda has to say about managing nutrition of our kids, especially during the lockdown, but actually this is forever. Basically, let me tell you how you can plan, execute and manage nutrition of our kids during this phase. Let our kids eat fresh food with all five senses. Here fresh is an acronym. Every letter stands for something. Let me tell you what. But how to eat with all five senses we have already explained in our previous videos. I'll be sharing those important links in the description box. You can follow if you have missed out. So fresh, this acronym stands for F, freshly cooked food. R is regular meal time. That is, you have to have proper meal timing, a schedule. Don't skip meals. E stands for easy to make and easy to digest food. S stands for simple food and H stands for healthy food. Let's see how we can achieve this fresh food. First is F, freshly cooked or prepared food. For everyone, not only for kids, everyone, never they should have overnight stale food. The food should be freshly cooked or prepared. Of course, I know how to, while managing so many things at a time, you can have some food which is made in morning, in afternoon or made maybe 3-4 hours ago. That's fair enough. We have to accept it because everyone is working nowadays. But what you prepare in morning, you can have in evening, but not next day. Overnight stale food is a big no-no for everyone. Second thing, R, at regular time intervals. It is really important, and every time I emphasize, to manage and match up with your biological clock. Or your body gives you signal. You feel hungry at particular time and please eat at that time only. Please have a regular meal pattern and do not eat between two meal timing. The third thing, E, easy to make and easy to digest. Both things are really important. Easy to make is important for those who are really taking efforts and preparing meal for you. So please respect that. It should be easy to make and easy to digest. We have to follow and understand that right now we are not going out. Our activity levels are a little down than previous. I really appreciate those who are really taking efforts and doing exercise or physical activity at home. But still, we have to understand it is little less than what we used to do. So similarly, the quantity, quality and frequency of our food should be proportional to our activities. S stands for simple food. We should be eating simple, that is our traditional food, which our parents, grandparents, generations have been eating, which is Satimya according to Ayurveda, to your body, your genes. Satimya, Sa-Atimya, which comes with you, your soul, and which is easy and easy to digest, easy to absorb for your body. What is locally grown around you and all the people around you have been eating. So all our traditional cuisine is really good for you. You have been eating it. I know you want to try some fancy exotic dishes, multiple cuisines. Right now we have got time. Yeah, it's good to try out some things once in a week. But please don't try these fancy snacks and everything every day and post it on social media. So please make sure you eat traditional food which is very much suited for your body, Satmya. H stands for healthy food. How? Let me tell you. First important thing, big complete no-no to screen time during your meal time. I've already been telling you, no screen while you eat. All your five senses and focus should be on food. Enjoy it, relish it, and be grateful about. Next thing comes, while planning meals, you should have 3 or 2 proper meals, that is breakfast, lunch and dinner, or for senior citizens maybe breakfast and lunch heavier and light dinner, token dinner. For kids, let them have 2 or 3 mid meals depending upon their age and activity level. Mid meals can be fresh fruit as a whole, maybe mango or banana or apple or even grapes, something like that, oranges. A mid meal can be buttermilk, can be all freshly homemade sherbets, or maybe sometimes evening time when you feel crave for some snacks, homemade snacks, healthier ones. I'll be giving the options. So what about water? Yes, you should be drinking proper water. Keep yourself hydrated. Drink warm water if possible. Ideally, drink cold water. Cold water, how to make it? I'll be sharing the link in the description box. So while planning the most important meals, lunch and dinner, there are 2 small tips. First, you can divide, have lunch, proper lunch. Means if you know and want to do something which is little heavy to digest, plan it for lunch, not for dinner. And maybe dinners can be 1 dish meal, wholesome food, easy to make, easy to digest. And second tip is plan accordingly. Let 1 meal be rice based. I mean any variety of rice. You can have dal rice, jeera rice, pulao, khichdi, many varieties based of rice. And the another one can be roti, fulka, bhakri, naan. While planning lunch and dinner, you have to ensure that you eat at least 2 options from these 3 options. Which are they? 1 bowl of vegetable, 1 bowl of dal or pulses or sprouts, any source of protein and properly filling your body. And third is 1 bowl of raw salad or freshly cut vegetables or fruits, or koshimbir or raita or kachumbar, whatever comes in your own tradition. But ensure you have at least 2 things out of these 3 things. Next important thing is you have to yourself do it and teach your kids to chew your food properly. This will help in your digestion. And second thing, this will ensure that you understand when you are full. When you chew that food properly, you don't overeat, you don't eat too fast or too slow. Ensure that this helps in your digestion and controlling the portion size. Next important thing is eat traditional. As I said, if you look at our traditional combinations which are eaten together, let it be any state of India, they are very scientifically made, or combinations are done very scientifically to make it a complete purnanna or complete meal, wholesome meal. Dal chawal, dal roti, dal bati, then pitla bhakri in Maharashtra. Let it be idli sambar or dosa sambar or sambar rice from South India. May it be rajma chawal from Punjab, kadhi khichdi from Gujarat. So these all are wholesome meal. They ensure that you get your carbs, your proteins, your essential fats, everything. So please stick to that. Next important point, you should be eating different grains and pulses. Yes, many of us only eat wheat, but you should have jawar, nachni or ragi, at times bajri, but only it is little summer going on, so it may be a little hot in nature, so in small proportion. Different pulses. Don't stick to only moong or tur or chana. You should have moong, tur, chana, harbara, then rajma, chole, double B, kureth. There are so many different pulses, but while planning this, Ayurveda says you have to consider your age, then your agni, that is your own digestive capacity, and prakriti. Those who are having vata prakriti, senior citizens, old age people, those who cannot digest heavy food, bigger cotyledons, they should avoid chole, rajma, then double B, or those which are heavy to digest. Those who are having pitta prakriti, have problem with kurith or tur dal or chana dal, they should go for moong dal. So we have to ensure that what pulses and grains are suiting my own body constitution and have them. One more important thing, we have to keep our kids hydrated. They should be drinking enough amount of water so that they have clear urine during summers, but not to over hydrate. I mean, there are many people who drink lot of water early morning. That is also not good. That may be a reason for acidity. So please ensure how much to drink and which are the other options to keep your kids hydrated, like buttermilk, sharbat, soups and everything. I am sharing the link in description box. We have to have simple, fresh, properly cooked food. But we have to ensure one more thing, that our kids and even our family members do not have anything in excess. I mean, only sweet food, only spicy or pungent food is not good. Not too much of sour food. We should have balance in all the 6 tastes: sour, sweet, salty, pungent, astringent, bitter. All these 6 tastes are known as Shad Rasa: Madhura, Amla, Lavana, Katu, Tikta, Kashaya. Ayurveda says you have to have all these 6 taste, rasa, in a balanced way. So anything in excess is not good. Plan meals accordingly. The first meal which your child or even you yourself have is best absorbed. Our body is ready to absorb in the morning in best possible way. So once the kid gets up, he or she within 15 minutes should have their first meal. Ideally, I would suggest to have overnight soaked dry fruits, soaked in water, not in milk, because though dried, they are fruits which have sour or amla rasa in that. So please soak them in water overnight. I would suggest on an average 8 to 10 black raisins, 1 dry fig and 1 or 2 almonds depending on the age group. Here particularly I am not adding cashews or pistachios or dates because they are a little hot in nature. Right now summer is going on, so date is little hot, so I have not added. Those who are underweight or want to build up proper weight, they can add apricot, dried apricot, 1 in that, and you can eat the almond inside that apricot shell. That is also good for you. Otherwise, this dry fruits which are soaked overnight in water, the next morning, first meal, you can chew the pulp and drink that water. This will give you all the micronutrients you need for your hair, skin and immunity as well. Next important thing for kids is milk. All the moms are really very much particular about their kid to have milk. Yes, you should be giving milk, but ensure that it is cow's milk. Buffalo milk is little heavy to digest, especially during this lockdown period. Your kid is not doing that much vigorous exercise, so better give cow's milk. It is good for their brain and better to digest. Most important thing is have proper boiled milk, not without boiling it. Even if you want to cool it down and drink it with something, it's fine, but properly boil it first. You can add anything. I would suggest no chocolate based malted beverages. So what you can add is turmeric or black pepper or shunthi, that is dry ginger. You can have kesar, that is saffron, elaichi. Then you can even add sometimes badam powder or anything which you want to add the taste. And those who want for summer especially, please cool it down to normal room temperature, or little you can refrigerate for some time and take out and add a teaspoon of gulkand to it, that is rose petal jam, and maybe you can put it in mixie and have gulkand milkshake. At night, if you are suffering from any summer problem, heat problem, or if you want to have a calm and proper sleep, you can have elaichi milk or turmeric milk or gulkand milkshake at bedtime. Many of you, if you are getting seasonal fresh fruits, you can have them as mid-meal. Even to your kids, you can give them as maybe 10 to 12 in morning or 4 to 6 in evening time. That is the best time to have, not to have post-meal, because it will increase the glycemic index and load as well. So better to have as a separate meal. If you are getting oranges or grapes or apples naturally grown, please do have them. good source of all the nutrients. And if you're getting mangoes, if you're lucky enough to get the seasonal mangoes, please do enjoy them. How much to eat, how to eat, who should be eating, all the details we have discussed in my previous video. I'm sharing that link as well with you all. Please do watch it if you have missed out. In this episode, we have seen few common do's. In next episode, I'll be telling you about common don'ts, some good food items which you must have and include in your diet and your kids' diet during this lockdown period. And one more interesting thing, how according to your constitution, Prakriti Vichar, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, these are three constitutions, how you can differentiate a bit and take extra care according to Ayurveda. But that in the next part. Till then, please follow all these guidelines, stay fit and stay healthy.